These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. McDonald. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
The 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The extra point.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw on second down. McDonald gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try the left side. It's Joseph, able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's across
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's McDonald. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And it's fourth down.
It is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him tape, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, all sight.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
53, check 53. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
Shotgun now for Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Murray. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Denzel Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 3. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Mark 54. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On first down, McDonald. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Steelers.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Steelers 3.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On On the counter, here's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
35-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Denzel Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 21. Steelers 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. Check.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Try to get it to Woods. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's McDonald to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. McDonald sets to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, McDonald. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The 40. 30. Past the 20.
On, bring it, baby. Bring it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They can't hang with us. Right there. 54, right? Go. 54, Mike. I got it. 54.
Throwing is McDonald. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 9.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
13-yard line.
90 is a Mike. Army.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now Murray, and this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. McDonald going deep for Hopkins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Watch the pass. Mike 5-4.
Back to throw. McDonald. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now
a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on first down. McDonald over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Coming to you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They go play action with McDonald. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Bengals 49, Steelers 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We got 4. We got 4.
To throw on second down. McDonald, he'll get this one to Galladay. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down, McDonald. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard. Line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now a give, right side. Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
90 is a mic. 18
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
You got 3 down, 3 down. 90 is a mic. Switch. 90 is a mic.
Chavez now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, it's Hall, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Byron Jones.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Massey finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Chavez to throw. Back to the air on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Jordan Evans.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to flare you up.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Defense. All right, here we go. 90 is a mic. Come 19. Come 19.
Here's Chavez. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Down at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll find Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's Mike. You bet. 60
Looking to throw. Chavez. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary. His second sack of the night. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Hall. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
On first down, it's Hall. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Hall. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down and help salt this one away. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's pick.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.